Gentlemen, if you're past 60, pay close attention because what you're about to hear might completely change the way you see your body. The real reason your energy is disappearing, your strength is fading, and your erections aren't as dependable as they once were has nothing to do with age. The hidden cause is right in front of you, something you rely on every single day. Plain water. The very thing you've trusted your entire life may now be working against you, disrupting circulation, weakening blood flow, and drying out the tissues responsible for firm, powerful performance. You may be drinking glass after glass and still feel drained, cold, mentally cloudy, and disappointed in the bedroom. You might blame stress, prescriptions, or simply getting older, but deep down, you sense something isn't right. Here's the paradox. The more plain water you drink, the more dehydrated your cells may actually become. That leads to thicker blood, rigid vessels, and slower circulation to the areas that need it most. But there is good news. One small change in how you drink water can significantly improve blood flow in as little as 24 hours. A tiny addition, smaller than a grain of rice, can awaken your cells, relax your arteries, and bring back the natural strength you thought was gone for good. My name is Barbara O'Neill, urologist and men's health specialist for over a decade, and today I'll show you exactly how this works. Before we continue, if you're serious about reclaiming your strength, I invite you to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another life-changing insight created specifically for men over 60. And if you're ready to restore true circulation and vitality, type yes in the comments so I know you're with me. Now let's break down why plain water stops supporting your body after 60 and the simple adjustment that can change everything. 1. Why plain water stops working effectively after age 60. Most men don't realize how quietly this shift happens. One day you feel strong, energized, and capable. Then slowly, almost without noticing, things begin to change. You start your mornings the same way you always have, with a glass of water, following the advice you've heard your whole life. You believe you're doing the right thing. Yet hours later, exhaustion sets in for no clear reason. Your hands feel cold, your mind feels dull, your body feels heavy, and you ask yourself, what's going on? Why do I feel like this? You drink more water, thinking it will fix the problem, but it doesn't. You still feel depleted, weaker than before. It's confusing and even unsettling to realize that something as fundamental as water no longer gives your body the vitality it once did. The reality is simple, though rarely discussed. Your body after 60 is not the same machine it was at 30 or 40. The internal systems that once worked effortlessly begin to shift. Your cells, which once absorbed water easily, gradually lose their ability to retain it. Your kidneys, which once conserved hydration, start flushing water out more quickly, taking essential minerals with it. And even though you may drink the same amount of water as always, less of it reaches the areas that need it most. Instead of nourishing your cells, plain water passes straight through. It doesn't stay. It doesn't hydrate where it counts. And slowly, silently, dehydration begins deep inside your body long before you ever feel thirsty. At first, you may notice subtle signs. Sluggish mornings, fatigue that weighs you down, shortness of breath climbing stairs, legs that feel heavier than they used to, a mental haze that won't lift. You may feel colder more often, especially in your fingers and toes. And eventually, you experience a loss you never expected to feel so sharply. Reduced blood flow to the parts of your body that define your sense of manhood. For many men, the first real warning isn't thirst. It's the quiet absence in the bedroom. The fading of morning strength. You tell yourself it's stress or age, but deep down you know something has shifted. And here's the hardest truth. You can drink all the water in the world and still be starving for hydration at the cellular level. That's why plain water is no longer enough. That's why you feel the way you do. This isn't your fault. It's not weakness. It's not aging the way you've been taught to fear. It's a biological change that can be reversed once you understand what your body is missing. Because the real issue isn't water itself. It's what water no longer delivers. Once you uncover the key that unlocks hydration from the inside out, everything starts to change. Which brings us to something most men never learn until it's almost too late. The powerful link between blood flow and a strong, healthy erection. 2. The connection between blood flow and strong, healthy erections. Most men don't realize this until it hits them like a shock. An erection isn't about desire, masculinity, or even arousal. It's about blood, pure and simple. Without strong, steady circulation, nothing happens. And the first place the body reveals declining circulation isn't the heart, the brain, or the muscles. It's the penis. Long before a heart event, long before memory issues, long before visible weakness, the body sends a quiet signal through reduced firmness, weaker morning strength, and fading confidence. That moment can feel devastating. It doesn't matter how accomplished or disciplined you are, when your body stops responding the way it once did, something inside goes quiet. Many men try to mask that silence. They joke, make excuses, blame stress or age, anything to avoid facing the feeling of losing a part of themselves that once felt solid. But beneath the humor and frustration is a pain most men never voice. The fear that manhood is slipping away. The fear that you're no longer who you once were. The fear that you may never feel whole again. Here's the truth that brings both relief and clarity. Erectile function isn't a measure of masculinity. It's a measure of circulation. When blood can surge freely into the erectile tissue, firmness returns naturally. When blood flow weakens, when vessels stiffen, when oxygen delivery slows, performance declines. It's not a lack of desire. It's impaired circulation. Think about the effortless morning signal you once had, the reminder of vitality and strength. When it disappears, it's not your imagination. It's your bloodstream signaling trouble. The penis is the first organ to lose blood flow and the last to regain it. It's the most sensitive indicator of vascular health. What happens there reflects what's happening everywhere else. Your heart, your brain, your muscles, your longevity. Ignoring this sign is risky. Weak erections aren't the problem. They're the symptom. The real issue lies deeper within the vessels that carry life through your body. If early warning signs are dismissed, damage continues quietly until something far more serious appears. But once you understand why blood struggles to move in the first place, everything changes. And the answer lies where almost no one looks. Inside your cells. 3. Water cannot enter cells without minerals. Here's a truth few people have ever shared, and it may hit harder than anything you've heard so far. You can drink unlimited water, but without the right minerals, almost none of it reaches your cells. The water you think is hydrating you may be doing little more than passing straight through. You drink it hoping for renewed energy and strength, yet you're tired again soon after, still thirsty, still wondering why nothing improves. The shocking reality is that your body can be flooded with water and still be dehydrated on the inside. Hydration isn't water alone. Hydration is water combined with minerals. Minerals act as electrical messengers that open the cellular gates, allowing water to enter and remain. Without them, those gates stay closed, leaving tissues dry, blood thick, and circulation sluggish. It's like trying to fill a locked house with water. You can pour endlessly, but nothing gets inside. When water can't reach your cells, dehydration begins from within. Not the dry mouth kind, but the deep dehydration that slowly drains vitality. You tire quickly. Your thinking dulls. Your stamina fades. Muscles ache and recover slowly. Balance weakens. You feel cold even in warm spaces. Sleep feels unrefreshing. And then the most intimate warning appears. Erections lose strength. Not from lost desire, but from dehydrated cells and suffocating circulation. Every man tries to explain it away. Age, stress, poor sleep. But the quiet voice inside knows something is wrong. This isn't permanent. Your body isn't failing. It's communicating. The issue isn't water. It's what water lacks. Once hydration reaches your cells again, energy rises, warmth returns, circulation awakens, and strength follows. Which brings us to the minerals that make this possible, starting with magnesium. 4. Magnesium helps relax muscles and open blood vessels. Most men don't realize how damaging low magnesium can be until their body begins to unravel. Magnesium deficiency is extremely common in men over 60 and rarely discussed. It affects nearly every system, but its impact on blood vessels is profound. Without enough magnesium, artery walls tighten and constrict, restricting blood flow, not just to the heart or brain, but to the areas where circulation defines confidence and identity. Imagine forcing water through a stiff sun-baked hose. No matter the pressure, flow weakens. That's what happens when magnesium is depleted. Arteries stiffen, circulation slows, oxygen delivery drops, and erections suffer. An erection relies on relaxed muscle tissue filling with blood. If those muscles can't relax, nothing changes. Desire may be present, signals intact, but the pathway is blocked. This is why many men wake up feeling disappointment instead of pride. They wonder why strength faded so fast. The truth is hopeful. Their bodies aren't broken. They're deprived of magnesium, the mineral that tells muscles to relax and vessels to open. Absorption declines with age. Soil depletion reduces intake, stress accelerates loss. Symptoms appear everywhere. Night cramps, restless legs, tight shoulders, anxiety, poor sleep, fading performance. Restore magnesium and the body responds. Vessels relax. Warmth returns. Sleep deepens. Energy rises. Erections become stronger and more natural. And magnesium is only the beginning. 5. Sodium is the key that allows water to enter cells. Here's something few men over 60 are ever told. Without the right type of sodium, water cannot enter your cells. It simply passes through. You drink water thinking you're helping yourself, yet minutes later it's gone and nothing has improved. Sodium is the gateway to hydration. This isn't about processed salt, it's about natural sodium from unrefined sea salt or Himalayan salt, rich in trace minerals. These minerals act as keys that pull water into your tissues. Without them, cells stay thirsty, blood thickens, circulation slows, energy fades. Many men experience this daily without understanding why. Afternoon crashes, muscle cramps, heavy legs, dizziness, fading erections, but add the right sodium to water and hydration begins immediately. Hands warm, mind sharpens, blood moves. A small pinch in a morning glass can shift your entire system. Sodium is powerful, but balance matters. That's where potassium comes in. 6. Potassium balances and stabilizes blood pressure. Potassium keeps your heartbeat steady, vessels flexible, and blood pressure stable. Deficiency is common and dangerous after 60. Loss happens quietly. What you feel are the effects: fatigue, chest pressure, heavy legs, racing heartbeat, dizziness, tight muscles. In intimacy, potassium deficiency stiffens arteries, weakens circulation, and reduces erection strength. Restore potassium and the body responds quickly. Blood pressure steadies, heart rhythm smooths, circulation strengthens, erections return. Confidence rises. Now that you understand these minerals, it's time to apply them. 7. A simple daily routine to improve blood flow. Most men are one small habit away from transformation. No complex systems. No expensive fixes, just consistency. Start your morning with water and a pinch of natural salt. Cells hydrate, blood flows, energy rises. Support with magnesium during the day to relax vessels and improve sleep. Add potassium when you sweat or exert yourself to maintain balance. This routine has helped thousands of men reclaim strength, confidence, and natural performance. When circulation awakens, so does the man. 8. The results you can feel in stages. Once hydration and circulation are restored, change begins quickly, often within days. Every sip of water becomes a choice. Choose hydration that fuels life. Choose minerals that unlock power. Choose yourself. Your best years are not behind you. They're calling you forward.